And thank you for honoring our invite, my brother.
Thank you for having me on the show.
So, Patrick, tell me, what are your roots? Where do you come from? You know, what is that story behind Patrick that people do not know?
Patrick is a simple guy from Jinja. I did computer science bachelor's at Ndeje, and I was fortunate enough to be part of UBC during my internship, and eventually I was recruited. That is, I think that is all I can say.
Okay, so you were born in Jinja?
Yes.
Which part of Jinja?
Jinja, like central, like the real...
Jinja town, Jinja city?
Jinja city.
Because I think they were split into two, Jinja district and then Jinja city.
Jinja the city.
Jinja the city. So you're the town people who are usually chilling with the bachotalas.
We have many.
So how do you eventually get into broadcasting? Because how long have you been here at UBC?
Like 4 years.
4 years. So that's a little after 2018, 2019?
2019. Yeah, that is when I joined. My interest in broadcast stems a long way back. Like I told you, I have a computer background, so I am fascinated by computer technologies, to be specific, telecom technologies.
Okay.
And it so happens that radio is among the technologies like that, that niche. I not only deal with radio broadcast, I even do TV, but I was deployed in radio at UBC, but elsewhere I do TV broadcasts. And I think from that love of computers and technology, I think that is...
Is there, I would like to ask, is there any difference between engineering for any other field, maybe say telecom, and engineering for broadcast, you know, either radio or TV? Is it usually cut out in stone usually when you're studying, maybe by your third year, that you're going to be joining broadcast or telecom or whatever, or you just get out in the field and find yourself?
You're taught a variety of concepts. So it is from personal interest that you choose to specialize in a certain area, like in computer science, because computer science is software engineering and IT wrapped in one. I was so much interested in the IT bit, in the IT bit, but I do a little bit of coding. So you specialize according to your interests and capacity, let me say. Yeah, but you cannot do that in school because you're taught a bunch of stuff and you have to choose from that. Okay. So the telecom and other sciences, like you mentioned, you'll be surprised, but they're kind of related. They're like brother and sister. Okay. Yeah, because you're taught concepts from the various courses. Like IT, you get a little bit of software. Yeah. Get a little bit of hardware. Okay. Get a little bit of telecom. So by the end of the day, an IT person can do something in the computer science world. Okay. So all those courses are related. Like I say, they're like brother and sister.
I would like to know, as a radio technician, what are your roles and responsibilities? What are some of those things that bring you here? You know, I don't want to say 9 to 5 because, yeah, but 9 to 5 typically.
As a radio technician, my responsibility is to ensure that whatever is being produced in studio airs. I don't quality check, no, though I can come in if need be. I don't produce the sounds and stuff like that. The production bit, no. I'm so much behind the transmission. Yeah, that is where now my job description lies.
So when you say transmission, you're like checking out the cabling,
hardware, like things like that. Mostly hardware, like equipment is working fine. And at times, like I said, you can come in and produce. By produce, I mean you sit behind the controls. Okay. If the radio host is around and they don't know how to
to mix and adjust
you can come in and help them.
Okay.
Yeah, that is my responsibility in
wow.
radio.
I think I love the fact that as a technician, you have the ability to play perhaps two roles. You can do producing and also perhaps do the technician.
Yeah, the training we get here during internship is quite extensive.
Okay.
How
long did you intern here?
Our intern was, I don't remember, was it a month or two?
Okay.
I'm not sure, but the training you get here is quite extensive, and you are exposed to the various technologies in telecom. In that you can
broadcast.
In broadcast, still same thing. Telecom, broadcast, same
okay.
thing. You can get a radio technician and quickly switch him to TV, and he will fit in. Yeah, that is the kind of training that you're given, TV, radio, and everything, even power. Yes, during that training, in that you are flexible, you are not rigid, you are flexible.
Okay.
So that's why, like I told you, it is not only radio that I do, but currently I'm deployed in radio because of the training I got and the exposure.
Okay. All right. And then I would like to come to the most challenging part of your job. What would you consider is the most challenging aspect of a radio technician?
When it comes to challenges, I would say there are not so many in radio broadcasts. And the equipment has been made so easy, and everyone can operate as long as they have some. If they can read and write, you can operate equipment.
What are some of those things that you must do to make sure that, you know, the radio signal or the radio broadcast is reaching the standard? Or even what is the standard of a radio broadcast? What's the standard?
The subject matter.
Okay.
Like the topic of discussion.
Okay.
The subject matter should be relevant, entertaining, should be educative, capturing, intuitive, and so that you get you capture the audience. You don't just come from anywhere and say things. So you must prepare, because good broadcast comes down to an individual. They should be artistic. You must communicate what you want to communicate. And you must be clever with words. You don't just go and say things. You must be exposed and informed. Because you cannot just go on the mic and just say haphazard stuff. Like things that are half-baked.
Yeah, but I'm also realizing that our field or industry of media has been bulged by a group of unprofessionalism. And I think the standards are not yet cut out straight. I don't know what you think about that, but I see that there are so many people that are joining the industry, and they have skipped so many stages.
That comes back to what I said. Broadcast has been made so simple that anyone who can read and write can say something. They might not necessarily have what to say, but because they have a platform, they would want to say something. And that is the problem. You get half-baked people creating havoc in the industry.
Can you tell us a particular memorable moment within your role as a radio technician or / producer that you had at UBC and what you learned from it?
I remember, I think, is when I was being given a contract, because it showed that I was capable. And other people had noticed my good work and effort. Feeling appreciated by somebody who's paying you to do something is a good feeling, and I think that is the most memorable.
And since you got your contract, do you feel like there is growth in your career?
Yeah, certainly there is growth.
There is growth.
The Patrick now is miles better than the Patrick then, because I've been exposed here and beyond.
Okay. What advice would you give to aspiring radio technicians or broadcast technicians in general? What would you give them as a takeaway from this interview?
Just have a clear cutout of your goals. Just go for it.
Okay.
Have priorities, in you know tunnel vision. Go for your goals, not anything else.
Hi, my name is Randa and you're here in UBC Radio. And don't forget that I work with the Flavor Unit Show. We are still here on Inside Broadcasting.
Technicians and engineers play a crucial role in Uganda's knowledge-based industries. As the country continues to develop, the demand for these skilled professionals has been steadily increasing across various fields.
You know that you're live?
Yeah, I know I'm live. A group of media professionals and journalists recently participated in a tour to Kiira Vehicle Plant in Jinja to appreciate the importance of technology in Uganda's development and the role broadcast media can play. Welcome to the Kiira Vehicle Plant here in Jinja, where the popular Kiira or Kayola EV bus is manufactured. We're here on a media trip, so let's find out from our colleagues on how the media can be used to further technological advancement.
As Kiira Motors Corporation, we see a very big opportunity working with UBC and the wider Fourth Estate to see that the work that we do here reaches faster where it should be going. Because the consumers need to know what is a Kiira Motors Corporation. And the Fourth Estate, UBC, can be really helpful in packaging that, because for them, they know they are communicators. We are engineers, they are communicators. They know how to package that message and deliver it to the end consumer in such a way that it actually cultivates and prestates, and we can derive a decision, a buying decision, or a decision to make an inquiry. But also the opinion leaders, the decision makers, as they sit to debate and make decisions around policy, around the capitalization of these industry initiatives, we need them to have the right measure of information that can help them make the right decision without fear.
The Fourth Estate, I'm actually proud to say I'm also a journalist by profession, and I understand that our role is to empower and also inform the public about what is new and what they should also be informed about, right? So inviting the media to the Kiira Vehicle Plant, this is actually our first activity ahead of the KVP Open House and the E-Mobility Expo, the biggest and the first of its kind on the African continent and also the world, because we've not had any E-Mobility Expos. All we've had of are summits. Now this is the first E-Mobility Expo, and it is here in Uganda. So as journalists, the role here is to see that we can put out information for people who are willing to collaborate, and also see that we can work together to make this transition to e-mobility a smooth one. So the role of journalists is to inform, educate, and influence all stakeholders.
Typically, on a tour like this at Kiira Motors Vehicle Plant, what are you looking out for as a media practitioner? What are you trying to catch so that you can go back with?
One, I'm here first of all to learn and to know what is really happening, because it is my first time to be here. So when I come here, I tend to find out what is really happening. We've been taken through the several steps of coming up with a bus. Not many people know these steps, and it is quite alien for Ugandans. If you tell a Ugandan that we make buses in Uganda or we can assemble buses, some of them do not believe. So it is my role as a journalist to come here, know what is happening, and inform the people that this is what is happening and we have the capacity. We've been just told that we have a capacity to actually produce around 2,000 buses or vehicles, if I may put it that way. And it is my job as a journalist to inform the people out there that Uganda has the capacity.
Without the support of the media, a good thing can fail. And this media tour is actually an illustration of how strongly we believe in the role of the media. People have to understand what you're doing. And so now that you have come here, now that you have seen, we plan to officially open it and give it to Uganda as an independence gift. We have worked for a long time behind the scenes. A few media have been here, but because we felt to be too cumbersome for us sometimes to explain what we're doing. Because when you come and we are digging up and we seem like we are damaging and what we are trying to build is not yet visible, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. But where we are now, we expect to have a very strong partnership with media.
We have new technologies, we have new media, we have old media, and there are different audiences that adopt to the different categories of media. So the new media, which is digital media, journalists have a role, because this is something. Let me speak to the Ugandan journalists today. This is the evolution to e-mobility is something exciting for everyone across the world. But as a journalist has the power to influence and also inform people, why wouldn't you be excited to report about something in your country, right? So it is upon us to embrace this and also see how best we can share a story. This is a new industry and we need so many hands that need to come up to see that we transition smoothly.
What do you think UBC can do different from any other stations, being a national broadcaster?
Well, as a national, the fact that there is a stamp of national broadcaster, that is unique enough. So many media houses don't meet every Ugandan across the country, but UBC has the mandate to meet every Ugandan. So that is the uniqueness we are looking at, to see that every Ugandan is interested into this industry and can participate into this industry, to see that we can have an indigenous, thriving, a robust, a sustainable, competitive mobility industry.
And I want to assure you either at my level, the level of the head of mobility and his team at STI, and the team at Kiira Motors, we are always available to answer your questions. Please, if you hear a story, reach out to us. We will answer the question and we always tell you the truth.
Hello, my name is Ruth Naseje and you are watching Inside Broadcasting on UBC.
So those are the views of the stakeholders here at Kiira Vehicle Plant on how the media can be used to further technological advancement. Let's get back to the studio as we wrap up the show with Patrick Bazalachi.
Between Apple and Android, which one would you rather take?
By the way, I have mixed feelings about that. Because as a person, as an individual, I like both companies. They make good products. But if it comes to picking like choosing sides, I would rather go with you say Samsung? Android?
No, I said Android and Apple.
Yeah, I would be specific, Samsung.
If you were to make food and you only had one spice between onions and tomatoes, which one would you rather put?
The tomatoes.
Okay, and the last one, between the hot weather or cold weather, which weather would you prefer?
Hot.
Why would you prefer hot weather? I don't understand people who love hot weather.
I was fortunate enough to travel some time back, and I went somewhere with winter season. Trust me, we are not meant for.
And here, I'm craving. I want to go to the snow.
I think it depends on your origins, but as Africans, swear to God, we cannot handle winter.
That is Patrick, ladies and gentlemen, a technician here at Uganda Broadcasting Corporation. And once again, you're watching Inside Broadcasting, the show that brings up close those stories of people that are making sure that our radio and TV broadcasts are making the impact that they should. My name is Wadulo Mark Arnold. Catch us on the next episode, same time, same place. Until next time, see you then.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.